For Sentinel.com, this is Ira Winderman with your latest Ask Ira Miami Heat mailbag. Our first question today comes from Billy, who asks, I'm late to the conversation here, but I really do think this lineup will exceed expectations this year. The Heat have needed a complete reboot since the end of the Big Three era. Billy, I totally agree, which is why I have stressed so often in this space that the Heat need to play Hassan Whiteside, Justice Winslow, Josh Richardson, and Tyler Johnson, and maybe even some of the younger players as much as possible, as often as possible this season. I understand what Pat Riley has tried to do, augment the youth with veteran players, but even make an argument with someone like Dwyane Wade. Yes, he can help the Heat win more games, but at what cost? A player like Dwyane Wade plays well, you know he's going to opt out of the option year of his contract after 1 year. Same thing similarly. I think Pat Riley, the players he's brought in like Derek Williams or James Johnson or Wayne Ellington, they could all finally figure it out, but then they'll all be gone anyway. I've always said that Pat Riley had to hold back, that as long as Dwyane Wade was on the roster, you couldn't sort of will away a year of his career, not at his age. But Dwyane's not on the roster anymore. This is the time that youth should be served. Our next question comes from Albert, who says, I'm a huge fan. I've had season tickets since Dwyane Wade's second year. The more I read about this, the less I know and believe. Dwyane left a very decent Heat team in Miami for a Bulls team that's going to be bad. Why would you do this? To be selfish? He's going to be miserable. I think he'll regret this. Albert, I think you're going a little bit too far. Let's be real with what he has in Chicago. He has another go-to scorer in Jimmy Butler to take some of the pressure off. This could be the first time in Dwyane's career, at least since the LeBron era, when the opposing's best defender won't be focused on him. And he has a pass-first point guard in Rajon Rondo. Something, let's be honest, that Goran Dragic hasn't necessarily been. Now, if you knew that Chris Bosh was coming back, that would be one thing. But you don't know that right now. And I'm still not sold on the fact that Dwyane Wade ever saw Hassan Whiteside as a leading man on a championship contender. And our last question today comes from MT, who says, Ira, which departure was more damaging and left a more bitter taste in Heat fans' mouth? LeBron James or Dwyane Wade? I think it's not even close, MT. When LeBron James left, he left a team that had just advanced to 4 consecutive NBA Finals and was only 1 year removed from a championship. That team was still built to win, was still the best team in the Eastern Conference at that time. Dwyane's departure now comes at a time when there's uncertainty going forward because of Chris Bosh's situation. No, when it comes to difficult departures, LeBron James ranks number 1 all time on the Miami Heat list. Those are today's 3 questions. We'll be back tomorrow with 3 more. For SunSentinel.com, I'm Ira Winderman.